here's an interesting thing, and I look back on my life as we're just chatting here. There's been some plot twists in my life. And funny enough, when I look back and I can see some of the plot twists when I surrendered and plugged into God, and and basically, God, I've tried to handle it, I can't. I'm handing it over to you. Funny enough, certain times around those real surrender moments, some amazing plot twists take place. And I can't piece it together, and there's no formula that makes it make sense. So in my life, that's what's shown true. So if you're watching this, consider surrendering it and say, hey God, I've heard about you. Man, this life has got me anxious, worried, concerned. I don't think I'm doing so well with this.
We think we need, what happens to us is we feel like we need to press on harder.
Mm-hmm.
And really the answer is, Father, I can't. And so thank you. And thank you for loving me. And thank you for being my God.
Mm-hmm.
Thankful for telling me all about you.
Yeah.
In a world,
it looks like a mess.
The opposite.
Well, the world, here we are sitting up looking at the amazing beauty of the water and amazing things here, but down in there when we're walking amongst it, it can get quite sticky and messy. And I can add some judgment on occasion to saying, well, that can't be right, or that's wrong, or that's this, and then I'll plug back in to say, God, it's exactly to your plan.
Yeah. What happens is you go through life and He just starts settling things in you. And then your recognition kicks on quicker,
right?
And because it just keeps settling in you, right? And there's
so from that perspective, think about as you're walking around in life, and you're like, man, if I was in control, I wouldn't necessarily want that or that. Thank goodness I'm not in control because I am at a limited perspective. God's perspective is entire universe, world perspective. We only see our perspective. We have our blinders on. So as you're looking at it, say, man, and when you feel that judgment, like, I don't know, I don't quite get that. I don't quite understand it, but I know you do. You got it. So I know it's all God, all good, right? It's all God. So in each and every one of the moments when I catch myself adding some judgment or labels to it, surrender it to God, it adds a much more peace on my journey. And I say my journey, when I connect, I try to say, God, hey, I'm excited for today. It's another day. I know roughly 150,000 people didn't wake up in this day today on the world that were here yesterday. So I'm thankful for this gift of the present, and I'm excited to see where it goes, and allow God's will to flow through me. And in doing so, like I said, there's been some interesting plot twists, and I'm thankful that I have been able to plug into that source. And I will say, there's times when I try to do it myself, and I got this, and unplug for a little while, and I'm like, what was I thinking? Plug back in. It's a fun journey.
Well, He's got it. It's just about us believing.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, do you believe in the thing that I said I did for you? Mm-hmm. That's it. I don't know, maybe it's too simple, but that's it. So that's the good news, man.
Here we go.